What's up, everybody? Today we're going to take a close look. Is that close enough? This is a knife from World War II. This was an issue knife for U.S. Army Air Force pilots. The Navy had one like this, very similar, except it had a bail, like a hook on top. Let me see if I have another example here to show you what I mean. So this right here is what I mean by a bail. Add one of these on the end where, you can tie it off on a string, hook it to your shirt. That way you have your knife secured and somewhere you could find it. These were before the pocket clip was invented. So let me get my messy workshop here. As you can see here, this is Colonial. That's Providence, Rhode Island. That's where their factory was. The company is still around. I've got quite a few of their products on my channel. But this is really cool and unique. It is a big knife. It's heavy. This has got to be 6 inches long, the handle anyway. And we got a blade here, obviously. It's a 5-inch blade. Check it out. Nice shape. See how it's narrower here towards the bolster, then gets wider. It's an 1/8 inch thick, tapers down to the tip. Excellent style blade for utility. This wasn't a combat knife. It's not really made for fighting people, although when push comes to shove, of course you could. It's got a sharp edge. It's high carbon steel. As you can see, it's discolored. It's what happens with that steel. But, for 80 plus years old, this knife's pretty good looking. Now, this isn't a slip joint like you think of old knives. This is a liner lock. It is not the Walker liner lock that we think of when we see liner locks on knives today. Not many knives using this style here. The liner lock from Walker is usually down here. You push the liner over, but this has a tab up here. Push that over and you can close your knife. Now this does have back springs like a slip joint knife would have, and they're pretty strong at 80 years old. Now you can see over here is a tab where you can open up a saw. Now this saw is slip joint, just held with the tension of that back spring. There's no liner lock for that, but you got a 5-inch saw for, really it was made for sawing through aircraft aluminum in these pilots' planes. This was a tool that a Air Force pilot would keep in a vest pocket. They all wore a survival vest, and this would go in one of the pockets. And this would help you if your aircraft went down, and use as a survival cutting tool should you need it. So really neat knife. I love having this in my collection. It's not really one I carry, but if I wanted to use it, I sure could. I do keep it sharp. I don't really know if I have anything to cut here. Here's a little piece of paper. But it's probably made out of 1095 or some such similar steel. You know, a lot of World War II military knives were 1095, so I'm sure this one probably is too. And the back spring is strong. I definitely gotta use both hands to close that thing. But definitely a real favorite piece in my collection. These are a little trickier to find in great condition. A lot of times you'll see these knives on eBay, the saw is broken, so they're not for cutting through big pieces of wood. This isn't a bushcraft knife. It's meant as a pilot survival knife. Pretty cool. Not sure what that's made of. Some sort of plastic, but it's got checkered texturing there. Really great stuff. Now, Colonial also manufactured the U.S. Navy Mark I deck knife in World War II. This is a modern reproduction. They still produce these. So you can kind of see the similarities in the handle. Kind of the rounded, you know, like the traditional stacked leather look, but they were using synthetics for this in World War II, just like on this pilot survival knife. Again, here it is. Hopefully you enjoyed taking a look. Take it easy. We'll see ya on the next video.